All right, so let's see what we can do with this.
8 hours later.
Alright, y'all. Currently in a GJ trade right now. Let's just close that real quick. Love to see it. Love to see it.
1 eternity later.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible.
They didn't believe in us. God did.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Alright, y'all. So I think it's best to go through the first trade that we took and why we actually took it. Okay, as you can see, it's fairly obvious that we're in an uptrend, and you can see that in the 4 hours. So I went down to the 1 hour chart. So currently I was looking for buys because obviously it's an uptrend, and most of the time, if it's in an uptrend, I'm only going to be taking buys. So I marked up my support zones, as you can see, because price bounced off it about 3, 4, 5 times, and I knew it was going to bounce off it again, at least a couple times. So I decided I was going to take a buy, and also marked up the resistance where most likely I would get out of the trade. So as you can see on there, price did actually bounce off there back down, and I actually took a buy when price started bouncing off the support, and I pretty much got out at that resistance, as you can see up there. You guys have to make sure not to be greedy, you know, if I was greedy, it would have come right back to break even, and obviously it would have been annoying. But just make sure you're not greedy, guys. I got out, and you will actually see as you continue going on, I actually did end up getting in another position. So this is where I actually decided not to follow my rules as I usually do. I decided I was going to take a sell on the resistance because I was already up money and I was quite confident in the sell. So pretty much as price was bouncing off the resistance there, I pretty much entered the sell, and it played out very nice. Okay, so this was the third trade that I actually took. Obviously still looking for buys, as you can see. And as I said before, guys, honestly, you need to obviously have a bias, a daily bias, and stick to that bias. So for this trade, I had a bias that price was going to go up. So I was only looking for buys, and that's what you guys need to actually do. So I drew my support because as you can see, price was making new high highs and high lows. So eventually I had to come back, and that's pretty much exactly where I took a buy, because obviously I wanted to get a trade that cheaper rather than buying at the top. It's better to buy from the bottom, and the current candle was breaking the highs of the previous. That's pretty much around the place that I decided that I was actually going to enter a position. So for this one specifically, I was only aiming for a 1-to-1 because most of my trades are actually 1-to-1s, unless I think that it will keep going up. So I decided I was gonna only stay for a 1-to-1 for this one. Okay, so this was the fourth trade, I think, at this point, and this is where I decided I was actually gonna enter another buy. So we're back on GJ now. As you can see, price actually bounced right back into this support, and this is pretty much the area that I decided, okay, we've had many bounces. What are the chances we bounce at least one more time before fully going up, as you can see on there? So I decided I was gonna enter another buy position, and then pretty much exit at that resistance right there. So I actually entered 3 positions in total, I think, which is pretty much what got the account into 1K.